Question 3 says, explain how a square is a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rhombus, and a rectangle. So this is actually a very straightforward question. Let's consider any arbitrary square. So here I've taken this square ABCD that you see, and let's figure out why this square should be a quadrilateral, a parallelogram, a rhombus, and a rectangle. So the fact that a square is a quadrilateral is easy to see. A square is a four-sided polygon, and any four-sided polygon is a quadrilateral. So a square will surely be a quadrilateral. So part 1 was straightforward. Now in part 2 we have to specify or explain why a square should be a parallelogram. Well, in any square, opposite sides are parallel. So AB will be parallel to DC and AD will be parallel to BC. So in a square, opposite sides are parallel, and this means that the square must also be a parallelogram. So that does part 2. Now in part 3 we have to explain why a square is also a rhombus. So we have shown that a square is a parallelogram. The other thing about a square is that all of its four sides are equal. So AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. So a square is a parallelogram in which all sides are equal. So any square is a parallelogram in which all sides are equal, and this means that any square will also be a rhombus. Right? So that explains part 3. And then finally in part 4 we have to explain why a square is also a rectangle. Now a rectangle is a parallelogram in which all the angles are 90 degrees. So that is also true for a square. In a square, all the four angles at the four vertices, they are all equal to 90 degrees, and hence and because of this fact, all angles in a square are 90 degrees. This means that a square will also be a rectangle. So a square is a quadrilateral, it is a parallelogram, it is a rhombus, and it is also a rectangle. And that completes question number 3.
To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.